People in Starr County are speaking out about the budget cuts to the sheriff's office.
County commissioners in a 2-5 vote approved the county budget last month. It cut $400,000 from the sheriff's office.
The sheriff says the county security will take a hit because of that. Channel 5's Ana Anguiano live in our studio with more. Ana.
Budget cuts at the Starr County Sheriff's Office have people in the area voicing their concerns. They're worried fewer deputies on the streets will mean an increase in criminal activity. This is Fabian Zamora's shop. He owns a welding business in the small town of Las Lomas. It sits just outside of Rio Grande City.
This community, there's a lot of, bad people.
He knows his business sits in the hub of crime in Starr County.
This is not a very peaceful neighborhood, so they need to be around here more often.
Tonight, the Starr County Sheriff's Office is working with less resources on the streets. There's no replacing it.
All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I oppose.
I oppose.
County commissioners in a 2-5 vote last month approved a county budget that would slash $400,000 from the sheriff's office. That includes $100,000 in fuel. The sheriff's office now left to work with $50,000 to fill up tanks for a year. It's something Starr County Sheriff Rene Fuentes says will impact the safety of the county.
We need to be safe, and I think they should get more police officers, not just cut.
Zamora now fears what the cuts in patrols will mean.
I would say it's not a good idea.
Not only for his community,
I might have to get some cameras, if they're not going to be around.
But for his business. Commissioner Eloy Garza voted for the budget cuts. He told Channel 5 News Friday that the sheriff has enough resources. Border Patrol and DPS will help secure the area.
It got a little bit better when DPS got here because there were a lot of troopers around the area. But now I see that some of them or most of them left already.
Zamora is right. The state ended DPS trooper rotations to the valley, replacing them with trainees. At least one Hidalgo County Constable's office now picking up the slack. Those 250 new DPS troopers are getting on-the-job training for 6 months. When they're fully trained, they'll patrol the border from Brownsville to Laredo. Tonight, we still have several questions left unanswered, like how the sheriff's office will work around the cuts and what the need for the cuts was in the first place. We're waiting to hear back from the county judge and the sheriff's office. We'll place a link to the county's budget attached to this story on our website after the newscast. Live in the Channel 5 News studio, Ana Anguiano, Channel 5 News at 6.
Well, new details on security for the Starr County Courthouse. Courthouse revenues will pay for guards to be hired to watch the courthouse. This is going to be in lieu of sheriff's deputies. We reported last week how sheriff's deputies are no longer watching the main common areas of the county's judicial courthouse. The sheriff says he had to make the cuts because of budget cuts just mentioned on a story. Commissioner Eloy Garza, who voted for the new budget, says the new security guards will be working by this time next week.